It's a good song playing on the radio. It's a fine, fine day. I tell you, 'cause I think it's so.
You know, it's like any story. There's always there's no singular truth to it. There's always a side to the story. And so part of our thinking was just to share what our perception of the music is and our perception of this particular recording, and expose the other side of the story. So, you know, this is our take and our perception of The Honest Hour. Honestly.
This evening, alcoholic lemonade in ice-filled glasses, giving way to the evening heat. This is what I.
So Adam does this cool thing in Honest Hour where you hear what's kind of like a pedal steel guitar, you know, where in like country music, he's got to play the notes and adjust his volume knob at the same time. So it's like, I don't know how he does it, but he probably like picks the note like this, and then the volume knob's like right down here, and he just goes wah, 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 like that, and he just swells into the volume over and over.
I was listening to The Honest Hour, which I think everybody sort of commented on Adam's solo on that because it's just out of this world. But another piece in that song, and it actually happens, he does it throughout the record and really throughout our whole gig process. He's always doing this. But there, in the first chorus of The Honest Hour, he plays like a little lick under my melody.
I might want to leave from here.
And it's so subtle, and it's I think I refer to it as like a shadow almost, and you don't even really hear it, you almost just feel it. For John, it's not what he plays so much as how he plays that I find so enticing on Honest Hour, and it's just the tone on his bass is really, really warm and inviting. The song has this haunting, ghostly feeling, but a lot of it comes from the fact that he's created this sort of warm bed of lettuce that everybody else is just floating on top of. So that song, to me, sonically, is one of the gems on the album, and a lot of it is because John's bass tone and his touch is just so great on that song.
If I'm bound or gagged, if I'm lost or losing, I might want to leave from here.
I think the band as a whole pretty much nailed The Honest Hour. I mean, it was a very emotional reading of that tune, I think.
In Speculator, Reed goes into the lyrics from another song of his, Serenade Serene, and you know, it was a spontaneous thing. He'll do that from time to time in songs, and we just kind of follow around. But I think what I like about the record the most is when we go into that, it kind of showcases what I think this band is best at, which is listening to each other and really supporting the song. Reed starts singing, and everyone starts playing off the lyrics. You know.
Kiss you, and I hold you in this melody.
Adam's swelling in the background.
Simple song.
He talks about Sleep You in the Tired Evening, and Nate's doing this little, like, I don't know, it's like a creepy baby mobile sound, you know, like.
In these notes, I lie with you, and I lay you in this melody. A serenade serene, to keep you while you're dreaming, and sleep you in the tired evening.
he sings in these tones, and John goes up to this sweet part of his bass.
Bring my body home, and I play you next to me. A serenade.
And it's just powerful. Like, those are the moments that you hope to get, and you say, all right, let's make a live record, and you just hope that something like that transpires. And so that night it did, and it made it, and that's probably my favorite part of the record.
Keep your face a symphony. I was a man with a plan, and I landed in New York City.
I was a man with a plan. That part was actually originally going to be the chorus, like the sort of hook of the song. And so Reed, when he came back, actually had rearranged everything, the order of all the parts. So now what you hear as the chorus of the song was actually originally the verse. Might as well accept the rest. So he just sort of flip-flopped those two sections.
Might as well accept the wreck and not expect to prosper when you're hiding from the sun.
You know, I'll either just write music in sections, or I'll write music and a melody. And he usually, you know, he'll either write just lyrics to the melodies that I've written, or he'll write melodies and lyrics. But it always changes a little bit. The finished product is often something that neither Reed or I would have written, but it's something sort of new and unique, better than what I think either one of us would have done by ourselves.
So many things I stand to gain, so many things that I've known.
In the third verse of Fountain, right after the third verse, Nate plays an awesome little run of notes.
Nate goes, does like a long run on the piano. And at the end, Andy just goes, psh,
A cymbal crash.
exclamation point.
You know, it's just like Andy's sitting there playing, and then next thing you know, there's this arrow flying for his head, and he's just like, like he didn't even break a beat.
Singing and I'm searching for myself. Yeah.
Adam does what I believe is called text painting,
What is it you're saying?
where the music relates to the lyric.
I like to be a cowboy at the movies, smiling at the people. I'd be smiling at the people.
So what
that I
Adam
see.
does is Reed's line is, "I'd like to be a cowboy in the movies," and Adam plays a "Beow,
Smiling at the people, I'd be smiling at the people that I see.
We started playing Honey Creeper, and the hi-hat, the clutch on the hi-hat, the cymbals that go up and down, and it holds the top cymbal up, and sometimes that will strip and come apart. And when it does, you basically are at the mercy of the hi-hat clutch.
During the verses, he's playing the hi-hat, and it's just so consistent. And it's one of those things, again, if you don't pay attention to it, you're just like listening to the song and you don't even really know it's happening, but it's like a metronome, and that's like it. You know, it's hard as hell to do.
Daring a man who could keep her. She was born by the name of.
And it's so cool, and it makes the song, you know.
So, in my little world, I sit back there and everyone's having a good time, doing their thing, and I look over and nothing's working on my left foot. So I'm trying to play this, beginning of Honey Creeper is when it broke, and I'm playing 16th notes on this song, and trying to tighten the hi-hat, playing with one hand, and then it happened at the end, so I had a drumstick in my mouth, and I'm looking at Nate.
I didn't actually know that it broke during that song. So the fact that his hi-hat broke and he was playing that consistently is funny, and that I would pick it out as one of the cool moments makes it like that much cooler.
I think the reaction to Harrower was really good that night, actually. That's one of those tunes that it's kind of groovy, but at the end, it just you know, we get super loud and we just rock the end of it. And I think that people really, we delivered on that tune that night, and I thought that came out great. And I love the words to that song. I think the words are awesome. Reed did a great job. And it's just a cool storyline, and the chorus is awesome.
With this band, it's important because I get on stage every night, and it's kind of like I'm still blown away by some things that happen on a night-to-night basis. And the record I think that there was parts of the record that captured that for everyone.
Live thing is always progressing. You know, I mean, I think we're a better band now than we were 3 months ago, and we were a better band then than we were 3 months before that. So, but I mean, you just have to sort of like live with that sort of picture of where you were.
It's tough because the live thing definitely has, like, there's an energy, there's a creative element in that, you know, there is impromptu things going on. But the studio thing is, you know, sonically so much richer, usually better crafted and more succinct. And so to find a balance between the two is not an easy thing, and I think we kind of hit it pretty close. So it's something we're proud of.